Have you recently felt like you can't do the hard work? You can't get out of bed in the mornings and stop scrolling? Well, you're not alone because for a huge part of 2025, I was stuck in a really bad rut. I could not get myself out of bed in the mornings. I'd just be scrolling for hours and hours, and I'd want to be doing the hard work, but I couldn't make myself do it because I couldn't stop scrolling. And so in this video, I'm going to teach you the 4 things that I implemented into my life to get myself out of this rut. And so the first one is you have to lower the bar to success. You can't expect to perform at the level you used to back before the rut. You're going to have to lower the amount you have to do. For example, instead of being like, when I wake up, I'm going to meditate for 20 minutes, journal 50 things I'm grateful for, do 100 sit-ups. Instead, change it to, when I wake up, I'm going to meditate for 10 seconds, and if I do it for just 10 seconds, it counts. If I journal 5 things I'm grateful for, it counts. If I do 5 sit-ups, it counts. Just like that. And then you can slowly work your way up to more. And as you'll most likely find is with the meditating, once you get going, you're like, yeah, I'm actually enjoying this. I might go for a minute. I might go for 2 minutes. And so it truly is a game changer when you just lower that bar. And I'd heard that advice and I just didn't take it. When I'm finally like, yeah, I gotta kill my ego and just take the advice and lower the bar to success. And when I did, that's when I skyrocketed and started getting out of the rut more and more. And then the second thing to do to get out of a rut is write weekly goals. You can do this on like a whiteboard and just write down like, read 10 pages, meditate 2 days, journal 2 of the days. And if you do that, you can cross it out and it's good for the week. And then just slowly make those goals harder and harder goals as you start getting more and more out of the rut. The third thing I did was I started going to bed earlier because I found when I didn't get a good night's sleep, I found it almost impossible to get the motivation to get up and do it. But the mornings when I had a good night's sleep, I'd wake up and I'd be like, yeah, let's do this. Let's tackle the day. Let's have a good day today. So, I mean, you won't believe how much of a game changer going to bed earlier can be for that. And so how you do that is just go to bed 5 minutes earlier every single night or week, depending on your personal needs. Like if you can't do it every single 5 minutes every single night, do it 5 minutes every other night or every week until you're to a lower bedtime. And the fourth thing I did was I started planning my day again. And so when you plan your day, just like take a whiteboard or a piece of paper, like 6 a.m., wake up / morning routine, 7 a.m., breakfast, things like that for the entire day. And when you're first trying to get out of a rut, you can't be like super productive all day. It's going to be really hard for you to do that. So once you've done the things that you need to do for the day, then give yourself some time to play some video games, to even scroll. And then as you start getting more and more out of the rut, start eliminating those things and instead replace it with more productive things like long-form educational YouTube videos that don't have like any flashy edits, books. And remember, you won't become great if you only do the hard work when you feel like it.